Welcome back, Cult Lords, to a very Merry Christmas edition of the Cult Lords. This is Papa Noel Dane.
This is Elf JR.
Oh, yeah. Making the toys all day long. But we're here to do a movie review for you. And this one is Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. There we go. So we want to thank you guys, but before we start this...
Well, then I got to get a little bit more snow.
Oh.
Okay, it's okay now, right?
Okay. Maybe this is Violent Night, Santa, after he does the snow. So, all right, well, what we'd like you to do is make sure to go down and hit subscribe. Looking for subscribers.
Yes.
Hit the like button.
What are you waiting for?
And then in the comment, tell us what you thought of Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special. And if you were also...
Werewolf by Night fan?
Well...
Is that where you were going?
I was gonna say if you were a Star Wars holiday special fan, like me. I'm like the only one in the world that like loves the Star Wars holiday special, even though I know it's bad.
We should do a special about the special.
We're going to have to do a special about the special. I always say that, but we're going to have to do a special on the holiday special for
There's probably some millennials out there who have no idea what you're talking about.
No idea. And all they know is from everybody, oh, it's bad. And it's not great.
But yet it's so good.
But it was important. And sometime I will tell you that. So subscribe, like, and comment. And before we start this movie reaction, we have to remind everybody we are going into spoiler review. So if you haven't seen it yet, maybe you want to hold off. I tell you what, it's only 45 minutes, so it's pretty fast. Go watch it.
And it seemed like half of that was the credits at the end.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is I actually stayed and watched like all those credits. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's only 45 minutes long, so it's a quick watch. Go watch it, then come back, tell us what you think. So before we start talking about this, Dane, what's Christmas spirits do we have? What
Christmas spirits? We brought the toast. The Basil Hayden toast. Everyone who's familiar with anything in the bourbon world is definitely going to be familiar with Basil Hayden, and this is one of their special editions.
Oh, is this just for Christmas, or what is this?
No, they come out with this one, toasted wood, vanilla light mouthfeel is what they say. They come out with these once a year, but, I mean, it's more seasonal, but it's not, like, specifically for Christmas.
Now, last week, we did
80 proof.
Very smoky. Is this going to be smoky, too?
No, not smoky. This is your typical Kentucky straight bourbon. You're going to get your vanilla, maple notes.
All right, let's do it.
Sweet caramel. You're well watered. Get rid of that water.
No, that's okay.
You need some water in there?
Yeah.
All right. Wait, you got to say holiday cheer.
I'm smelling it. That's all I'm doing is I'm waiting. I'm smelling it.
That's all right. I've already sampled it, as you guys can see.
Yeah.
I have to test all this stuff, beforehand. Make sure it's acceptable for his palate.
Yeah.
I'm the poison tester. It's not poisonous, sir.
All right, Santa, what's the toast you want to do?
Oh, I don't know. Down the, as they say in Guardians of the Galaxy, down the hatch.
I knew that.
You must have a better toast than that.
That generic toast was coming out.
Sláinte, how about that?
Sláinte, whatever.
Sláinte. That's Irish. Here's mud in your eye. Not too much burn. It's tasty.
You're right. I probably shouldn't have put that water in. It is water to this down.
Because this is only 80 proof, so it's not like a Maker's Mark Limited 101, so it's more on the... It's like 10% less than...
All right.
But it's tasty. So what are we here for anyways?
We are here for Guardians of the Galaxy. So...
Holiday special!
I watched this over the Thanksgiving holidays, right when it came out. So did you. Did you watch it with anybody special, or did you watch it by yourself?
Watched it by myself.
Ah, the wife was not interested. The son was not interested.
Not at that particular time.
Oh, okay.
So,
son didn't say, let's
we need
watch
a big
this?
Christmas thing, lead up. We just put the tree up.
Okay.
So that was what was majority of the day.
All right, well, let us...
But like everybody, we were traveling.
As you know, in our newer reviews, we like to show you our Cult Lords ratings first, and then tell you how we got to those ratings. But first, let's explore the Rotten Tomatoes.
We need
scores.
the rotten sugar plums. I should redo that just for one day.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
rotten sugar plums. What do they say?
It's not that day. So both liked it, but the critics liked it more.
Man, it seems like the critics have been lately like the high scorers. Like,
well, just in the last couple that we've done.
I mean, but it does seem kind of weird. All of a sudden, it's 2. We need 1 more to make a pattern.
There we go. But it's, you know, the Rotten Tomato scores. That's one thing. The more important thing is, what do the cult lords say on their ratings? So, Dane, if you will, hold yours up without showing it.
It's like, really hard to do that. You gotta really look what you're doing.
Angle it down, okay? So, on the count of 3, we shall do the reveal. 1, 2, 3!
Oh. Work the pole, Santa. Mrs. Claus.
6 degrees of Thanos.
7, 8, 8, 6?
8, 7.
What you said?
Or
8, 7?
Yeah,
We're almost
6,
reverses of each other.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can see where that went.
Yeah. Well, so wow, I like this better than you did.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. But now...
I was being generous.
Okay.
I felt like there was some Christmas spirit in there that it needed.
Well, here's the deal. This was a Marvel movie, and I should say special, because it's not a movie. 45 minutes. It changed nothing about the MCU, which is what they promised. There was nothing going to be in there. Well,
there was Cosmo the dog?
There was actually a little change in the MCU, and we'll talk about that when we get in there. But nothing earth-shattering there. And, you know, it was really meant to just be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what? I actually kind of went in with very low expectations. So I think because it kind of exceeded those low expectations, I actually thought, oh, this was kind of a little fun thing. You know what I mean?
And I had the exact opposite.
Oh, you had high expectations?
Because I was coming off of Werewolf by Night. And I was like, what do we give that? I give it like a 9.5. So I really was expecting something, you know, spectacular to come out here. And I was like...
this was goofy. I knew it wasn't going to be spectacular.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was expecting to go lower, and I went higher.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it started great. I mean, I love the little cartoon part. With, what's his name? Yondu.
And Star-Lord.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, I thought that was a great way to kick it off, especially because they rolled them, like, the Pogues in at the beginning. Fairy Tale of New York, you heard them. There was a lot of different music. Yeah. And I had read, did you read who the band was?
The Old 97s.
Yeah, I never heard of them before.
So apparently this is like James Gunn's favorite band.
Yeah.
So
and
they were the ones in costume.
I predict their album sales will mightily increase from this particular episode.
Yeah, because you know what? The song that they sang in this was fun and funny. Yeah. And it kind of rocked. I mean, it was pretty
agree.
Good.
That's where I got more of my thing on my dung in your socks. Mrs. Claus works the pole. That's a line from the movie.
Oh yeah,
from the song.
Yeah, and then what I loved about it was obviously what they took was a bunch of Christmas tropes and misinterpreted them. Like mistletoe, they thought it was like shooting a missile at somebody's toes, right? You know what I mean? And
then that Santa was keeping the elves in slavery or something, so they're out to kill him.
Yeah.
So that was clever. I mean, like I said, up to that point, I thought, oh, this is really well done. They're being very smart here with a lot of the jokes and the double entendres and what they've been able to get away with.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically what this movie is about is, Mantis and Drax, kind of feel sorry for Star-Lord because at that time they thought that Yondu kind of wrecked his idea of Christmas, which you find out later on.
He was Scrooge, basically. I mean, that was the arc of Yondu. That was the arc,
yeah. And then so they wanted to make it special for him because, he was feeling down because Gamora's gone. And they thought, we'll celebrate Christmas and we'll bring his favorite guy from Earth.
He talks about all of his hero, his childhood hero.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
Who would be your childhood hero if some aliens wanted to give you a special present?
Linda Carter. I'll be like, please, God. Thank you, God. Like, remember,
you beat me to it in Animal House.
Animal House when the Playboy Bunny comes in. That's exactly what I was thinking. Thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
It is kind of funny. They didn't go in that direction because, no, it's Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
No, it's not Linda Carter, sorry. But that was pretty funny.
Okay. Well, but yeah, so they want to do him.
Mine would probably be Steve Austin, by the way. I wasn't thinking along those. I was thinking much younger, by the way.
I was probably as young at that time thinking about Linda Carter as you were.
Right.
Since you're a few years older, but
right.
But no, I thought that was cool. So they go back, and I think Kevin Bacon. I actually thought he did a really good acting job because he had to portray like a range of emotions throughout this entire thing, from just being normal, watching TV on the couch.
Did you notice what he was watching?
It was, what was it? The ones, it's the aliens where they capture Santa Claus.
Right, it's Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Yes.
1964.
Yes, I've seen that movie, actually.
I know. That was funny, because when I saw that, I'm like, wait a minute, and I paused it, and I had to go back a little bit. What? Yeah. It's Santa Claus with Martians!
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time. I should dust that thing off and watch it.
We need that poster in the back sometimes.
Yeah. So, but, he's watching that, and then... he goes from being fearful to, being compliant to being happy. And then finally he's,
being, a British guy.
Yeah. I mean, he went through this whole range, and I thought, and at first I was kind of like, blah, 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 right? Mm-hmm. But the more I watched it, the more good cheer I started getting from watching this show. And I thought Kevin Bacon did an awesome job. I liked the music. I laughed a bunch. I laughed when Mantis and Drax were fighting the police. Did you laugh at that part?
Yeah, I mean, well, I didn't laugh at it that much because it was kind of like serious. I mean, she goes in there and kicks their butt and then puts them to sleep and everything, and then he flips the car.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you can't kill people on Christmas.
Why not?
You're right. I mean, it was entertaining, but it kind of, for me, it was too much of the two of them nonstop, especially when they were on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
That must have been live. I was wondering if those were live audience members that were, people on the street, or were those actors that were running in there.
I think that had to be staged and acted, because if you go in there, people are going to recognize...
maybe they had a lottery and it said, you get in here first and we'll let you in. Because they didn't look... I was trying to think... I was pausing it to see, is that somebody I know? Is that somebody I know? No.
And the funny thing is I said, it'd be funny if they made a Batman or Superman reference somehow. Like they were on the, like on the boulevard. Because remember they saw I think they saw a Star-Lord out there. They saw Captain, and she's like, Steve! What? I didn't know you were here,
he's
Steve!
Like, what?
And he's like, what? So, but I was like, oh, I would love to see them do a crossover and there'd be like a Batman or Superman. Well, there wasn't there, but when Kevin Bacon gets on the ship, he references Bruce Wayne as Batman, and Drax goes, who's Bruce Wayne?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, fine. Hello? I'm the Batman. Hello, I'm Bruce Wayne.
Who is Bruce Wayne?
No!
Remember he said that?
Yes.
So I was like, oh, they did do a little crossover there.
So, they can get away with it.
Yeah.
But, there were clever lines and everything like that. I just thought, oh man, they're just, every cliche in the book is being thrown here.
But it's, And,
I guess I need snow on the ground. Cringe.
Another thing, too, is let me ask you this. Do you think when they made this, that this was targeted to you specifically?
No, it's started to families with 10-year-olds
and
below.
Well, I think families with kids.
Yeah.
And I think this was something that the whole family could get around. If you had, a 12-year-old boy and said, hey, we're all watching this as a family tonight.
Let him out of the cage.
Yeah, if you let him out of the cage for, I'm just kidding. But if my girls were all, preteens again,
right?
They're all growing up now.
Yeah.
But we would get around and we would have enjoyed this.
I agree. I mean, I guess, like I said, I was coming into this from Werewolf of London. This is going to be a funny, nonstop, but it's going to be some seriousness.
First of all, it's not Werewolf of London, it's Werewolf by Night. And
what is that? Werewolves by? Anyways,
yeah.
That's Warren's
Werewolves of London.
great song. His
Yeah.
only good song.
Yeah, Warren.
unfortunately.
What's his
Warren
Warren
Zevon.
Yeah.
Werewolves of London.
But I don't know. I was not. Maybe it's one of those movies where you kind of got to really be in the mood. Like you got to get a little eggnog. You
I was in the mood.
You were in the mood.
It hit me the right way. It hit me the right way.
Yeah.
And when it was all done, I was like, wow, that was really a pleasant 45 minutes. I don't think I could have lasted an hour and a half of that.
Mm-hmm.
But 45 minutes, just a quick in, a quick out.
Right.
I was like, really, like, that was very enjoyable. And the one little thing at the end, the one thing that probably changed the MCU a little bit was that Mantis reveals to Star-Lord that she is his sister, right? So, because Star-Lord didn't know that. And if you think about it, in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, what does Chris Pratt, what does Star-Lord want the most? He wants family. So he felt like Yondu was a sufficient dad, but it wasn't his real dad. He lost his mom, who put all these tapes out for him. Then he finds out he's got a real dad, and then that real dad turned into a douche with Kurt Russell, right?
Man, Kurt!
So now he finds out he has a sister that he can put his arms around and be family. And so that was his Christmas gift.
And it's a great sentiment. What
Yeah.
took her so long? What took her so long?
Well, I don't know.
That's the big thing. Is like, I mean, I agree 100%.
Well, she held it for a while, but she didn't hold
it.
She didn't hold it for eternity. She held it.
3 movies.
No, she didn't even know
Are
then.
we in 2 movies or 3 of them?
No, well, there's a third coming out soon.
Oh, okay.
But she didn't find out until the last movie. So, I don't know how long this is in
They're playing with
time,
the time.
but, it could be a year, 2 years, 3 years. And she held it, and she didn't know when the right time was, and then now she felt it was the right time.
The weird thing about that, when that was leading up to that, I was kind of thinking there was going to be a romantic moment there. Because you didn't know it was coming. They were just kind of hanging out and talking, and,
That's where your mind's going. My mind didn't even approach that. She said she was his sister at the very beginning. So
I thought she's
she's not going to take it to a romantic moment.
No,
Well, I guess you don't know everything about women yet.
Yeah, so...
yes, I agree. It is a nice family moment. She revealed that. He got his wish. He got his family. He got Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
What else can you ask for?
So you just thought it was okay.
I thought it was okay.
I really liked it.
I thought it could be better.
I don't know if I would put this in my rotation of annual, gotta watch this for Christmas with like It's a Wonderful Life and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Exactly.
No, I mean, I'm not going to go that far.
Would you put Werewolf by Night in your annual Halloween rotation?
Probably not.
What?
No.
I would do it.
No.
Well, I mean, it's just a matter of opinion. I would do that. I would not do this.
I know for a fact I will watch Werewolf by Night again a couple times, and I know for a fact I will watch this probably again at some point, but not every year. No, not every year. I mean, it wasn't on that level. So, 8.6 for me. Because it was good.
Yeah, and I found the Hawkeye one. I thought that was just much better. Well, better done with how they introduce things and they the storyline and all that. I mean, but again, you were right. It's only a short, small little bite-size view into the universe, their universe. So,
yeah, I mean, I thought it was good. Like I said. Love the music.
I would have loved to just seen one whole cartoon of Yondu and him.
And,
right?
Maybe there's something out there.
It was touching.
Yeah, it was.
Kind of. You know what was weird about that cartoon? Did you get a sense of like an old 1970s, like, when the Boba Fett part that's in that Christmas cartoon?
Yeah.
Wasn't it the same kind of style? Wasn't it
I don't think
weird
so.
like that? Because
you didn't watch the What Ifs, did you?
No, I never watched any of those.
It's the same animators, you can tell.
Oh.
So
Okay.
because if you watch on Disney Plus, there's a series called What If, where like what if Black Panther was Star-Lord. And so what happens is you see Black Panther as the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yondu's in there. It's all the same. I mean, Yondu is is T'Challa's father in the What Ifs. So
really,
yeah. So
Yondu is T'Challa's father.
Yeah, like because what happened was they were going to they're going to take Quill, and what happened was somehow I can't remember how. But they mixed up T'Challa and they took T'Challa instead, like a young T'Challa. And they took him, so he became Star-Lord. So it was like, what if T'Challa was Star-Lord of the Guardians of the Galaxy?
That's interesting.
Yeah, the what ifs are really interesting. I mean, some are better than the others.
But I didn't know it. So knowing that's cool. That's a harkening back to those animators, and they tried to keep the same style. But for some reason, when I saw that, I immediately thought of that Boba Fett episode.
You saved my life. Thank you.
You are alone?
I have 2 droids. We've come in search of a ship that crashed near here.
Maybe I can help you. I am Boba Fett. The ship you seek is nearby.
Are the Imperial troops near this planet?
They are here, friend, and growing more powerful.
Because of the way those cartoons were, the graphic design was done. So, it was cool. I liked it.
We just needed Art Carney in it. And then,
an Ewok playing with, what was the thing he was playing with? He was like,
I don't know. And then what was like the lady from the 70s? She was like a disco lady singing a song. I can't remember.
Grace Slick?
Like Roberta Flack or something. I can't remember who it was.
Reality is sweet this minute. Can we repeat and repeat this minute?
So I don't remember.
We have to do a review of that. We have to do a full break. We have to do a breakdown of the Star Wars Crystal.
That would be hilarious.
A 5-part breakdown.
5-part breakdown.
Because it's an hour show, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could do a 5-part.
Oh, no, I think it was a 2-hour time slot, so it's probably like an hour 40.
Oh my God. 2 hours, 20 minutes of a cartoon in the middle, right?
Not even. Probably like a 10-minute cartoon.
It wasn't live. None of it was live.
I've seen it recently, so trust me.
None of it was live, right? It wasn't one of those where it was like actually broadcast with live parts?
No.
Okay.
No.
As a kid, you kind of felt like it was live because of the way that they filmed it. And
yeah.
Leigh Olsen breaks into song.
Yeah.
Almost like...
No, it was ridiculous.
A day of joy we all can share.
So, okay, well, back to Galaxy.
What?
Or Guardians of the Galaxy.
But we're comparing. So
we are comparing. So I want to hear what the Cult Lords fans have to say. Did you agree with Dane and this was okay? Maybe you hated it. There are people out there I've seen like giving this like a 20%. So like a 1 out of 5 stars.
I don't feel so Grinch-like.
Yeah. But it hit me the right way when I watched it, and trust me, my mood from when I started this to the mood I had when this ended, it changed. It really did. Because I was going in like thinking this is not going to be that good. It's probably going to suck. And then it didn't suck for me. Mm-hmm. And I actually really liked it. So
great. Yeah.
But I want to hear what the Cult Lords think. Do you agree with Dane? Do you agree with me?
Cult Lords fans.
Yes.
We're the Cult Lords.
Well, Cult Lords fans, you are right. After you hit the subscribe button, then you can become a Cult Lord. And you're part of the Cult Lords.
What are you waiting for?
Star-Lord is part of the Cult Lords. Right?
I guess. I don't know. Maybe we can get him on the channel. And then hit the like button. Mm-hmm. We need double-digit likes. Then tell us your opinion.
Right.
And we want to read them, and we read all of our comments.
And actually, that's the most important part about this whole conversation is we want feedback from what we're talking about to find out what you guys think.
Yep. So do that. And then after you do that, we'll turn to Dane and say, Dane.
What?
What was your,
what?
Christmasly cheer here?
Oh, okay. Dance around, twist around on Groot.
Wait, is that whipping out some reindeer?
Yes, I'm ripping out some Groots.
Whipping. Oh, okay.
Well, or it could be, I don't know, some aliens or something like that.
Okay.
But peace out! Have a great Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.